Long ago, in the golden grasslands where the giant baobab trees seemed to touch the sky, lived an elephant named Kofi. He was a magnificent sight. With a massive body and tusks like polished ivory, Kofi was kind-hearted, but oh, was he proud. He would often boast to the other animals, "I can uproot entire trees with my trunk and even change the flow of rivers. Clearly, I am the most important animal in this land." Now, living in the same grassland was a tiny weaver bird named Zola. She spent her days flying back and forth, tirelessly weaving blades of grass into the most intricate and beautiful nests. Kofi would often see her and laugh. "Why do you waste your time with tiny twigs, little one?" he'd say, his voice rumbling like distant thunder. "You are far too small to ever make a real difference." And he would walk away, shaking the ground with every step, leaving Zola to her work. One sweltering afternoon, as Kofi was marching proudly through the tall grass, he failed to notice a poacher's trap cleverly hidden in the brush. Suddenly, snap! A thick, heavy net shot up from the ground, catching one of his front legs and hoisting it high into the air. Kofi was trapped. He panicked, pulling and tugging with all his might, but his immense strength was useless. It only made the knots tighter and tighter. He let out a desperate, earth-shaking trumpet for help. The mighty lion came running, but his sharp teeth couldn't chew through the thick hemp ropes. The powerful rhino charged, but he couldn't break a rope with his horn. Kofi, the giant who could move mountains, was completely helpless. Just as despair began to set in, a small shadow fluttered down from a nearby tree. It was Zola. "Be still, Kofi," she chirped in her small, calm voice. She didn't try to break the rope with force. Instead, she used the same incredible patience and skill she used to build her delicate nests. With her sharp little beak, she began to work on the master knot that held the entire trap together. She picked at one fiber, pulled another, and unraveled a third. Pick, pull, release, over and over. It took hours under the hot sun, but Zola never gave up. Then, all at once, whoosh! The knot came undone, and the heavy net fell away. Kofi was free. The giant elephant stood there for a moment, stunned. Then, he slowly lowered his massive trunk to the ground, right in front of the tiny bird. In that moment, Kofi understood. While he had the strength to move trees, he couldn't untie a single, complicated knot. He realized that we should never judge someone's worth by their size. Every creature, big or small, has a unique gift. And sometimes, patience and skill are far more powerful than brute strength. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.